Good morning. I am out at the Chippewa State River Trail and I am gonna just take my morning walk today. It is Friday and it is about 7:15, 7:30 a.m. and I work at 1 p.m. so I'm just gonna do my morning walk and then I'm gonna head home and probably rest up for a couple more hours. TJ had to work at 7, so I took him to work. And then dropped him off, and now I'm here after that. So it's a very nice morning once again. The sun is shining very brightly, and this is the river that I'm going to be walking alongside, so I'm excited to take my morning walk. It's absolutely gorgeous today. So, starting here at these underpasses, and then I'm gonna walk this way. Ooh, a little rabbit. I was thinking on the way here about making a video talking about my high school experience, because when I was in high school, I actually just mostly attended online school, and that was from home, so I was technically homeschooled, although my mom did not have anything to do with my education. So it wasn't homeschooling in the traditional sense where, you know, I was taught by my mom or my dad or, you know, my parents, or like I had a tutor or anything. I went through a program online called Compass Learning, I think, and I'm pretty sure that it's still widely used around the country as an option for homeschooling. And anyway, I was just thinking about making a video talking about that, because I really do feel like not getting that experience in high school for 3 out of the 3.5 years that I went. I feel like that kind of has had an effect on me compared to other people, and I'm not really sure if it was good or not, just because I feel like I am not the best socially. Like, I feel like I'm a little socially inept. And sometimes I feel like that's just because I had such an isolated time in high school and during my teen years. But I'm not really sure. Anyway, I also just kind of wanted to talk about the way my homework worked, the way I learned, the way the classes were set up. They were mostly just pre-recorded videos, and then you took tests and you submitted quizzes, and then there would be like discussions where you'd have to write a few paragraphs or you'd have to write a paper, and then there was an actual teacher that graded stuff like that on the other end of things, but I never met them or anything. And I did get a high school diploma in the end through my hometown's high school, because it was a program that they offered as like an alternative option. And I did still get to go to school functions because of that, so I didn't get to go to very many, and I only ever really went to anything because of marching band. But I did get to be part of marching band, and because of that I went to a lot of football games that I had to perform in at halftime, or, you know, as they're playing. And I did go to band class for 45 minutes a day usually. And so I had a limited amount of in-person high school experience, you could say. But most of it was online. And that was just something that I've been kind of thinking about. So I think that I'll make a sit-down video about that coming up in a while, or like eventually. I said that so, I don't know, I was like trying to form a thought and I couldn't form it, but eventually I'll make that video and sit down and talk about it. And I also want to talk about my first job when I worked on the dairy farm. I started feeding cows silage, and then after that, like my first day, I remember it, I fed them silage. After I fed silage, I helped clean out the calf pens, and we'd let the cows go outside for a couple hours every day, and we'd clean and bed their stalls. So I just kind of want to talk about different experiences I've had and different things I've done. And those are just a couple of the ideas floating around in my head right now. Anyway, I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit as I'm walking. So those are some of the ideas. Like I said, I'm not really too sure what else I want to do right now other than the vlogs. I kind of enjoy making Amberlynn Reid parodies because it's fun, but at the same time, I only like doing that a little bit. I don't like doing that all the time. So anyway, it's still a gorgeous morning, as you can see, and I'm enjoying myself. I don't have anything else to say. So yeah, I'll just show some of the walk, I guess, and after that I'll probably go home and make something to eat, so. So I'm coming from there because I kind of forgot that there's a path that you get onto over there, so you don't have to walk on the road, but they both lead to the same place, and it doesn't really matter. People don't really drive too much over here unless they're walking the trail themselves, so. But I just forgot that the path was there. And then you just continue on over here. Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. It's so green right now. It's kind of funny because it feels like you're really far out, away from the city, and the traffic noise is actually drowned out pretty well, but less than half a mile away is the bus station for the city, for the kids to go to school, and then There's like the entire college area and campus, and a shopping plaza center, and that's all less than a mile away. But it feels like you're so far out in the country when you're walking this trail. I love this bridge. It's so pretty. Everything about this trail is just amazing. The sun is shining so brightly, it makes me happy. So pretty. And then you just keep going. Oh, I forgot, there's a little bench there to sit on. And then over here is another parking lot. So if you want to skip the part of the walk we just did, you can just drive over here, and then the trail continues. So you drive in from over there, if that's where you're coming from, and then you just park over here somewhere, and the walking trail continues. Welcome to Chippewa River State Trail. You only need a trail pass if you're using a bike or rollerblades or something like that. But or cross-country skiing, I think you also need a trail pass, but just for walking, you don't. Which is nice. And then even if you did need a pass, it's only $5 a day. And then this goes pretty far. You can follow it along for, I think, over 4 miles, and then the trail kind of ends. We've never gotten to the very end, but we got to the part where it started to get really thin and overgrown, and we just turned around because we didn't want to get ticks and fuzzies and stuff all over us. But it goes really, really far. I think spending time in the early morning outdoors is a really good way to start your day off well and to feel good about what's coming. And I think it helps relieve stress, and it helps you think about what you need to accomplish and what you want to do. And it just gives you that time and space to yourself to figure things out. And so I really enjoy taking these morning walks. They're very important for me. TJ works Thursday through Saturday for 12 hours, and on those days, I pretty much do this every single time because I love nature. I grew up with my grandfather taking me to the woods, and we'd go four-wheeling. We would clear paths out for deer hunting. We just spent a lot of time sitting and watching. He enjoyed fishing and kayaking and canoeing, and so he would take me out on the canoe quite a bit. And I think it's obviously partially because of him and his influence, but I also think everybody is just naturally inclined to feel good out here in this type of setting. It's just, how could you not enjoy yourself when the sun is like this? The trees are so pretty, you know? But he definitely helped instill the love I have for the outdoors into me. So I'm pretty thankful for that. I'm glad that he taught me the value of nature and spending time outside. Anyway, I think I'm going to continue my walk. My arm is getting tired from holding this up, and I think I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my walk. As I was walking, I just found this little path that goes in the woods, so let's check it out. Probably just leads to sort of a field area or something like that, but still, this is cool. Oh wow, that's beautiful. I'm wearing sandals, so I'm definitely probably gonna get a tick on me or something, but holy crap, this is amazing. This might be the prettiest spot of the walk. What do you guys think? Is this the prettiest part so far? Has my vote, that's for sure. This is really pretty. Wow. Ooh, and look at rose bushes, or not rose bushes, but flower bushes. Oh my gosh, amazing. Found some pretty flowers. I love purple flowers. Love, 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 love purple flowers. Also, when I'm older and I have my own yard, I really want one of these bushes or trees. I think they're bushes. But we had one when I was about 9 years old in the house we lived in the side of our front yard, and I am in love with these kinds of bushes. I think they're gorgeous. They smell pretty good. So yeah, when I have my own yard, I'm gonna plant a few of them. If I can. I found another little trail over there, and I followed it and came down here, and it brought me down to the lake. This is a super, super, super pretty spot. I haven't ever been in this spot. I've never noticed that trail before either. But I bet this is someone's favorite fishing spot. Look at those birds go. I always love being able to catch them on video when they fly across the water. Bye-bye, birds. But yeah, I am having an amazing morning. Like I said, this is good for everybody. It just helps rejuvenate you. At least in my opinion, like for me, this is rejuvenating to the soul, to the entire being. And I'm sure pretty much everyone is going to agree because, like, what else does this do to the human mind? Like, it just makes you happy. Anyway, I am gonna quit being weird and talking about that. But yeah, I love it out here. I'm on my way back to the start now, and so I'm passing the bridge again. I'm not sure how different it looks with the position of the sun changing, but I'm sure you can tell it's a different time of day. It's like an hour or two later. So gorgeous. Over my shoulder, eyes peeking in, analyze my every move, what current state I'm in, 'cause you are colder than ice on my skin. Wanna get that A+, baby, so you take my shit, 'cause I am little, right? I won't call you out. Teacher saying you get credit. Why would you stop now? You are so desperate. Craving that spotlight. Shine it on the ones who do this shit 'cause it's their life. But I know the people around you say just do what it takes to make it all the way. You're a copycat. Ha 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 ha. Copycat. Ha ha ha. Copycat. Obsessed with power. You want it for yourself. Feeding on misogyny, but still you call yourself a feminista. If that were really true, you wouldn't feel as if I were a current threat to you. But I know the people around you say just do what it takes to make it all the way. You're a copycat. I am home now, and I'm gonna make the bed and straighten things up. Got dirty dishes right here from yesterday, so I've got a bit of cleaning up to do. I have gotten out of the shower and I'm in my work clothes. I have to wear a jacket over my clothes anyway, so it doesn't really matter how it looks. As long as my shorts aren't too short, that's pretty much it. And then I just have to maintain my facial appearance, keeping my hair nice, and I have to be groomed. But other than that, I can dress pretty much however I want because I throw stuff over my other clothes, or my clothes from home. But anyway, I finished tidying up. I brought our chairs in because we had them out on the balcony. Folded up the blankets and stuff. I vacuumed. Straightened up the shoe area. I wiped the countertop down. I cleaned the bathroom. I gotta turn off the fan from my shower. But cleaned the bathroom. I made the bed, and yeah. I also swept and Swiffered the floor in here. So now I'm making myself some lunch, which I was making a piece of toast for my hot dog, and I'm gonna use Kewpie mayo and this barbecue sauce. And then I'm having a pudding, carrots, and pineapple chunks, and a glass of milk, and that's my lunch. Here's my lunch. It's not the best, but I'm happy with it, and I'm hungry. Hey everyone! We are on our way home right now. I just picked TJ up from work, and I finished work about an hour ago. We both got off at 7. I was done a little later though, so it was about 7:20. And then I had to drive about 15 minutes to get TJ. And it's about a half hour for us to get home from there, so not sure what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. I will show dinner, and then that'll be the end of the vlog. So today is actually just gonna be a vlog of today, which usually I have 2, 3, or 4 days, but it's actually already like over 40 minutes long, so I don't really need to wait until tomorrow. I'm just gonna save it and upload it tonight. But did you have a good day at work? I
did have a good day at work.
That's good. I almost thought I lost my pen, that I don't want to lose my pen. I really don't. I also really enjoy my job so far. I don't really want to talk too much about it or like talk about things at work too much. I just don't want to jeopardize this job in any sort of way. So I'm not going to speak about it all that often. I'm just going to keep it at, I enjoy it. I work in a kitchen and I do cooking and cleaning. And I'm excited. So my first week is over. I worked about 28 hours. So that's a pretty decent first week. It's not, thank you. He was just like, it's not great. Like, I mean, it's not full time. But I have an interview for a part-time job on Thursday next week. So if I can have that job with this job and maybe get like another 10 to 15 hours with that job, I think that that'll be good for the amount of money I'm bringing in, and I think it will also give me enough free time, but not too much free time. So anyway, we're gonna continue our drive home, and I'm gonna put this video together, and I will see you again. Bye. La 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 la.